Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. It has been some time since I have last uploaded anything. I've been sitting at home for the last 3 weeks. Yeah, you heard it. Last 3 freaking weeks. Absolutely nothing worth hauling on the load board, so I chose just not to go. You know, why work for nothing, for pebbles? It's hella unfortunate, but you know, that's just the way it is, and we all gotta haul that cheap freight eventually. The money runs out, you know. So here I am, hauling that cheap freight. Trying to figure out the next move. That's what I've been sitting at the house for about 3 weeks for. Sitting down, trying to figure out, do I get out of this? Do I hang it up? Do I go, you know, start some little mechanic little side gig, or open up a new little side gig until this gets a little better? I mean, I don't know. I've been pondering a million different options, you know, because clearly, you know, this right now just ain't it. But I got something at the back of my sleeve that I got cooking in the background. That'll be in due time. But yeah, man, it felt weird turning this thing on after 3 freaking weeks, because I parked the truck and I didn't even, well, I got the oil change done and everything like that, and I parked this bad boy and that was it, bro. So, but we just got our Starbucks. We fueled up here at the Brunswick TA, and yeah, we're going to Savannah, pick up some fencing, going like to Clarksville, Tennessee, and then from Tennessee, I don't know where we're gonna go. I have no clue, to be honest with y'all. So we're gonna have to figure that out whenever you know, we get there. So, all right, guys, check it out. This is what we got. This freaking super lightweight crate. It's so weird because, like, there's styrofoam obviously holding it down, so we gotta make sure that all this is tight. Well, I can't have it too tight, but yeah, I could probably tighten it a little more. So I don't know what these are for, but they've been flapping around in the freaking wind. So, yeah, we got here to the yard. I figured I don't want to deal with Atlanta traffic, so what we're going to do is we're going to just stop here for the night, wake up at 3 a.m. and do the other 5 hours and make it to Clarksville. I'm going to sit here and call some agents, because before everybody shuts down for the day, see what they have for tomorrow. I got a couple in Nashville area, so we'll see what happens with that. But till then, I'll catch y'all in a bit. Alright, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. We're going up Mount Eagle currently. We only got 136 miles left to Clarksville. And yeah, once we deliver this, I have no clue what I'm gonna do, you know, after this. Everything's just so crappy on the load board. I called an agent that I had written down, and she offered me a military load, and I'm like, okay, cool, military load, gotta pay something, right? She's like, it's $1,400 all in on 650 miles. I'm like, okay, so 650 miles, right? 1,400 bucks, $500, you know, 400 bucks, 500 bucks to fuel up. I was like, geez, so I'm left with what, 1,000 bucks, 900 bucks? I was like, that's ridiculous. I told her, I was like, you could just keep it. I was like, I'd rather not sit around for 2 days, you know? So, I'm gonna be looking in the surrounding areas for loads and whatnot. But, yeah, it's just kind of ridiculous if you ask me. I'm just surprised, man. Like, this is what we're dealing with out here, you know what I'm saying? And like, people are still running. People are still running, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said earlier in the video, we gotta work. We got bills to pay at the end of the day. We can't just sit around, you know? I think right now, like, 80%, probably 90, maybe 80% of the trucks on the road are freaking company drivers. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, there's no way owner-ops are still surviving out here like this. And literally, as I'm in the Bennett yard yesterday, like, the yard's full of trucks. You know, everybody's sitting around. There ain't no loads to run. You know, so it's like, what do you do in that situation? You know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just taking it one day at a time, you know. Oh, looks like we made it to the top already. That was fast. I guess it's different when you have a light load, you know? Yeah, yesterday also when I was at the yard, when I bought this generator, I was on my way to Harbor Freight, and I noticed some freaking smoke coming out of the vents in the pickup in the Silverado, because, you know, I figured I'd stop at the yard because Silverado ain't been started or driven in a while. And as I'm driving, I'm looking at it like, okay, I saw like smoke kind of go past, you know, the hood, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. So then I get across the street in the parking lot, and then it says low coolant level, and I'm like, oh, ain't no way, dude. So literally, like, pop the hood, the line on the firewall, I don't know if y'all know, like, older Silverados, the line on the freaking firewall, like, where it kind of just snaps in, that thing just, the hose, like the end that connected to the hose, it just broke off. So I'm like, great, dude. Rushed it back to the yard. I got a ride from Terrence. He gave me a ride to O'Reilly's. I bought the fitting and I bought the hose. And now we're good, so shout out to the shop too, my boy Jonah, for letting me borrow his tools. I did it real fast. Had to fill that thing up with 3 gallons of freaking coolant back. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just glad I fixed it right then and there. Then I was able to go, you know, to freaking, what's it called? To Harbor Freight and get the generator. The generator worked amazing. When I started it up, it was about, I don't know, 6:30. And it lasted. It was still running when I woke up this morning. And probably still could have ran for another hour or two, but for only putting a gallon, like 1.2 gallons in it, I think it does phenomenal. Like, it's like amazing. You know, the AC was running, I was comfortable, you know, just in the morning. while I did my pre-trip, you know, I just packed everything up, like the cable, and I put the generator inside and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it was pretty cool, not gonna lie. It was just nice to sleep with air conditioning. A lot of people are gonna say, oh, well, just idle. Well, you know, you see the problem here is if you look at the current rate, the freight market, and you look at the rates, you gotta imagine, you know, you're gonna spend a gallon and maybe at 1.2 gallons an hour of diesel. So you're gonna waste probably about 11 gallons in a 10-hour time frame. And then imagine if you're doing a 34, you gotta idle the whole freaking time there as well. So it's kind of just like, you know, is it really worth it? So, my opinion, I mean, yeah, it was a little pricey, but it's worth it, 100%, you know? Definitely worth it. I'm gonna have to do something to where I can run like the extension cord in the frame and then go up into the cab. That would honestly be like perfect, you know, that way it would look all nice and neat and nobody could really see if they walk by that I got a generator running, because I'm gonna have to hide it somehow when I'm at truck stops and whatnot. So weather is beautiful. But on the other hand, like I said, I'm still planning out my next route on what I want to do, because clearly, you know, this just isn't it right now, you know, and I get it. A lot of people don't like the fact that I just hop companies. If the money ain't there anymore, why stay? You know what I'm saying? Personally, I mean, I love the step deck, dude. It's freaking awesome. I can't say anything bad about it, in my opinion. My personal opinion, I love it. But if it don't, you know, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So at the end of the day, it's just about knowing your worth. Hence why I sat at the house for, you know, 3 freaking weeks. Don't get me wrong, it was nice to sit at home, you know, get stuff done, but just, you know, nothing was enticing me to hit the road. So but what are you gonna do? So, but yeah, that's Mount Eagle. Hey, look, the cows. So I don't really know what else to say, you know. Well, guys, it's the next freaking day, and we're still sitting. Yep, still freaking sitting. Every load that I'm looking at, it's like $1.50, bro, $1.20, like after fuel, percentage and everything. It's just ridiculous. And right now, the one lady that I called, there's a place 120 miles from here called Dyersburg, Tennessee, and it's like Transformers. She had a load of jacks, whatever. I called about the load to Wildwood. Had 2 stops in Wildwood, whatever, no big deal. And she's like, okay, you know, that's fine, we could do that. Then she calls, I was like, well, just double check, because I have a 51-foot step deck, just double check how much of it, because the thing said 48 feet. And then she's like, oh, well, you know, it's actually 51 and a half feet, and blah, 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 blah. And so now, the load was posted for 2,000 yesterday. Now, the load is 2,250 bucks, so 2,250. That just goes to show you, dude, these brokers are freaking rats, snakes. They're just greedy, bro. You know? Because I asked her yesterday, I was like, is this the all-in rate? She's like, yeah, that's all I can do. That's the best I got. That's all I got in it. Freaking snake. So right now, I don't know. I'm just contemplating deadheading back to Georgia and trying to find something. Every load that I'm looking at on the board, currently today is Wednesday. Everything is picking up Friday, man, or next week. So yeah. You know, it freaking blows. But yeah. I don't have any more words to say about this bullshit going on. I'm just done, dude. I'm just freaking done. So I came out with a positive attitude, and here I am, just in the worst. I'm not in the worst mood. Don't get me wrong, I can go home, but the money I made from the load I just did, that'll just pay for all my money to go back home. And so I don't know. I'm thinking of my next move as we speak. Just don't know what it's gonna be. Because this is just ridiculous. But anywho, yeah, guys. Unfortunate. But I'll probably catch up with you guys a little later. I'm gonna give it like another 30 minutes, look at the load board, and then I'm gonna just hit the road. And yeah, it's gonna be it. So I'll catch y'all in a little bit. Alright, guys, well, here we are. We're back at the freaking house, dude. Like I said earlier, I ain't got much to say. Besides, it's time to figure something else out. If I continue to work the way I'm working and the way, or, you know, the situation that the market is in, I'm gonna push myself out of business. One breakdown happens and I'm done. You know, it's over for me regardless. So I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. Don't know what to do. I know I haven't posted in a while. I've just been, like I said, I was at the house for a while. Didn't know what to do, what to figure out. So yeah, now we're back. So ended up grabbing the Silverado over there from the yard. So now we're back at the house, and yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna ask one more time at Bennett if they got any company trucks available, because it's just not working out for me, dude. You know, I went to Clarksville. You know, I found that one load. The lady would not let me haul the load because I called on it Tuesday, right? And she was like, well, you only have a 51 footer. You need 51 and a half feet. And I'm just like, okay, dude, that's ridiculous. And then everything that was like 300 miles away, 250 miles away, it was still just as cheap. And then I would have had to spend, you know, more fuel to get further away from Clarksville just to go back through that same area, you know, or anywhere else. And when you're looking at these loads, you have to implement the freaking deadhead into the rate that you're going to pick up a certain load for. You just can't sit here and not look at a rate and be like, you know, oh, screw it. Okay, pays $2 a mile. It'll do. No, if it's 300 or 250 miles, 400 miles away, you have to implement that into that freaking mileage that's on that load. And that'll really tell you what you're actually going to make after spending fuel and everything else. And yeah, I don't know if I told y'all, but that whole thing, like the first time that I asked to be a company driver, like a couple weeks ago, I was, they basically told me no, and they gave me a list of all these agents to call. So I called all these freaking agents, and I don't know if I said it in the last video, but I'm gonna just remind y'all again. I called every single one, and I had a nice list written down, maybe like 25 agents, 30 agents out of like 300, which, I mean, it's kind of sad because most of the ones that I did call, they're like, yeah, freight's just cheap, we don't have anything. Some people were just like, we're working off the spot market. Some guys were like, we've never given a load to a Bennett driver ever. So, I'm like, oh, well, here I am calling, trying to see what you guys have. And some guys are like, yeah, it's just cheap. We've lost a lot of lanes. We keep getting outbidded by the guy with 500 trucks, like the mega carriers and whatnot. So I don't know, dude. I really don't know. I'm going to ask one more freaking time. And that's it for me, dude. I tried. I was nice. I did what they asked, and it didn't work out. I was told the average driver right now is making $280 a mile, which that's a load of BS. Like I said, bro, find me $280 a mile, I'll run that all freaking day long. But on that note, guys, that's all I really got to say to y'all, dude. I'm exhausted to the point to where I don't even care anymore. Like, just thinking about a load board and dealing with agents, and just seeing how when I was up in Tennessee, the agent had that load for 2,000, then she posted it up for 2250. Just goes to show you these agents have way more money in these loads, and they just don't want to give it up because they want to keep this market low and their margins high. So I'm not gonna put no money in no freaking agent's pocket. I hope all you freaking agents out there, you go broke, you lose your freaking house, everything, dude. I just don't care anymore. We're out here dying, bro. We're struggling. Like I said, hope you agents break a leg or something. I don't care anymore, bro. That's all I got to say. Next video is going to be something interesting. Yeah, some people, don't like to see others succeed. But that'll be in due time. Anywho, hope y'all boys and girls enjoy this video. Remember, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.